Hi Sagittarius, this is Tara and welcome to your Psychic Tarot Forecast. This is for April 1st through the 15th of 2018. I'm going to pull two cards for the first 2 weeks, plus one clarification energy card, seeing what's going on. This particular card wants to come out, so we'll let it. This one does too. They're coming out quickly for Sagittarius. Well, okay. But first I wanted to talk about a little bit about Mercury in retrograde. As we know, it does this 3 or 4 times a year. It will be retrograde, the planet of communication, until April 15th. So if you've been wanting any documents, contracts signed, and you're trying to push forward, give it a deep breath, because it may be that if you wait until after this time period, then things will have resolved or things will become more clear to you. And then Jupiter in retrograde means that this big planet, which Jupiter's your ruling planet, right, Sagittarius? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, by the way. Watch your Moon and Rising. If this reading, I get into it and it doesn't resonate. So big old Jupiter's in retrograde. It will go direct on July 10th. So take a look at when it was direct. And there was a lot of expansion going on in the month of October. Think about October. So what was expanding for you? Some people might say my waistline. Just kidding. But you know, Jupiter does expand everything. When it was in my first house, you know, everything expands. But was your career, was your relationships, spiritual, what was expanding your health? What was getting better? Therefore, when it goes direct, Jupiter goes direct in July, then you will have a good feel for how to move forward. All right. So let's take a look. This card has come up before. All right. So we have the generosity card. We have the Six of Pentacles, Sagittarius. And and then we have the Two of Swords. She has not come up this particular series. And you are my 9th one. 9 in numerology means the end. It will be my last one for today. Let's just say that doesn't mean the end. It means endings. So maybe, you're going through some endings, Sagittarius. Let's talk about this first. My eyes keep wanting to go over here, but I feel like we need to discuss this card. It is the card called generosity, giving to others, giving your time, giving your money. As you can see, he's dropping coins into this guy's hand. The pentacles, of course, are the earth signs. Can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It's about our money, our health. So maybe you're giving time to others. Maybe you're giving a lot to others. Maybe more than you're giving back that you feel like. I kind of still feel like you're in a good, we have a good sense of humor here. We're still happy. But I do feel like that this is you giving a lot. Now, the flip side of this card, I was going to say coin, it can be the same thing. The flip side of this card is giving to people who are not deserving of. I have another deck of cards where these two people are standing up and this person's giving, and one guy that's reaching out for to receive has one hand out and the other arm behind his back, and his fingers are crossed like, oh please, let me be the one. So meaning that of course people need and want, but just kind of be careful of who you are giving your time, money to. Now, if this is you receiving, wow, well then maybe a loan has come through, or you're getting financing for that car or house. Whatever it is, it feels like you're still crossed up here. You're still not seeing clearly what two pathways or obstacles are in your way. What is in your way, Sagittarius? What do you need to move through? I don't feel like this is a major hurdle. I feel like it's, this, and these are, I wouldn't even say hurdles. They are bumps in the road that you just need to see more clearly and move through in order to get to where you're your vision is going. And the sword signs are about our mental thoughts, so they represent the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But you know, when I see this card, I always look at this water. So it's very watery. So it's about emotions that come out of our mental thoughts. What makes you feel like you want to emote, but you just don't, you're just keeping it abreast. You're keeping it close to the vest. Let's just say that. And there's probably a good reason why. Again, if we're in retrograde, you might be not wanting to share everything right now. So let's see how the energies play out. The Five of Cups. Okay. So the Five of Cups represents a card to me where someone is looking at the past, what's gone wrong, you know, who done me wrong song, where there's these wonderful two cups standing up saying, we're here, we're your blessings, and you're looking at what went wrong, who didn't treat you right, what maybe didn't move forward in the past that you really want to now. Remember to focus on the attitude of gratitude, because I really feel like that you have some, and it may be because of this retrograde time period, I don't want to elaborate too much on that, but it is kind of important that you are looking at the past some. You know, it is a review time. Retrograde means review. And so if you're reviewing, then let's pull another card and let's see what comes out of this review. We just have to do that, don't we? Okay, what comes out of the review for Sagittarius? For Sagittarius, what comes out of the review? This top card. Wow, okay, another sword card. Okay, so you're reviewing how you may have felt bound and tied mentally in the past, and you don't want to do that again. It's like, I don't want to do that again. I enjoy the optimism of life. Enjoy the play of life. I don't want to go back to, you know, maybe when Saturn was in your first house, you know. So that's what I feel like you may be reviewing, but stay open, stay positive. I feel like there's more to come. I'm going to look at the bottom card. Okay, now the Five of Wands. Interesting. So the wands represent the fire signs. That would represent you, different opinions. Stay open, stay clear. Let's go ahead and look at this, at the crystal. Okay, so this is for Sagittarius, April 1st through the 15th for 2018. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of separate hills. They're not really together, but and I don't want this to sound like a negative reading, Sagittarius. I kind of feel like everything is really okay. You're transforming like everybody else. This is more of a reading where it has the caution cards. Let's put it that way. You know, in our life, some things go good, are going good, some things are not. So this just happens to be with you all the caution cards. And when I say caution, I also want to say Akashic Records. So some of y'all may want to look at your Akashic Records. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's sort of like the story of your, how do I want to say this, before you were born. Your talents, abilities. I think it goes into past lives as well. I'm seeing Cupid in this particular crystal. Lit up, actually. So those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like it could feel more loving, or it does feel more loving, or maybe this is a time to be together and have a good time. If you're not in a relationship, then I do feel like there could be one that comes your way. Let's see what else for Sagittarius. Let's see if we can get a totem animal. I've been seeing a lot of birds, so birds have been the... Okay, well, oh, all right. There was an owl. I turned it in rather quickly, and a big face of an owl showed up, so wisdom. What else does an owl mean to you? What is it? Just think about that, and look up owl and what it means to you. I feel like some of you are in a partnership or an organization where there's several people, but another person wants to join. I didn't mean to go over the owl that quickly, but I needed to say this. Could be a club organization, meetup, more of a club organization. I feel like this is more of like a really nice, like say you belong to a country club or to a particular group that's sort of a secret group, and it has its benefits. So someone else may be looking to get in. I don't know if you all will want them to or not. And the owl. Remember to look up the owl. Lots of green. So let's see, what does that mean? To me, it can mean either money or it can mean healing. I'm seeing it on both ends of the sphere. I feel like it's going to be one for some of you and one for the other of you, or about both. You may be seeing more money, especially after Jupiter goes direct, or you may be healing. I kind of feel like this particular reading needs to unfold, right? So I encourage you to watch the next video and see how that plays out, because some of you have felt like you can't make decisions, you can't move forward, or you're reviewing. It might be you're reviewing how you have been stuck in the past and you don't want to go back there. And there's this one generosity card. He's the only one that feels like he's open and giving. The others are looking down, blindfolded. Not that you are, I'm just saying keep an open, positive mind. Okay, let's look at the numbers. We have 6, 7, 8, and 5 is 13. And 8 is what? 21? Is that right? 8 and 5 is 13, 14, 15. And 6 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. So 3 is just about what I just said a minute ago. Keeping an open. 3 is positive, expressive, happiness, joy. If you're in a 3 numerological year, then this is a year for you to be happy and express yourself and possibly speak in front of other people, do classes, lectures, write, express yourself. Or if you're born on the 3rd, the 21st, the 12th, the 30th, then yes, it's definitely a time to feel the joy of life. And that's, I think what these cards are saying is don't linger on this, but feel the joy of life. And I know the 3 in the major arcana is the Empress. I know it is. So yes, it is. The Empress card is the archetypal mother figure. And she can also be someone who gives birth to a baby. So that may be coming up. Or birth to a project, a new opening, a new, it can be project, it can be job, it can be relocation. So giving birth to, let's see what else she has to say. Pregnancy, congratulations, of course. But in all aspects of life, just the giving the birth of. So I feel like not focusing so much on this, or if it does come up for review, looking at it as, okay, I've done this, I felt this way, closed off and tied up, where if I just turned around and didn't think that way, like here's the beautiful ocean here, and then here's a mansion or a castle, and then here's 2 cups, then I can see the positive side of life. This has come up several times too, the attitude of gratitude. I said that a minute ago. But I think it's what's going to keep a lot of us on the positive road. Sagittarius. Okay, my friends, I so appreciate your time today. And leave any comments below. If you'd like your own personal private reading, I have 30, 45 minute, and hour readings. Look at the Show More section below, and there is a link to my order page. Remember to leave comments. Love the comments. And subscribe. Thank you so much for those of you who have. All right. You all be well. Take care. Stay hopeful. Stay optimistic. Keep that vision of what you do want in the upper part of your mind. Excuse me. Allergies. Okay? All right. Take care. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.